Underneath the silver moonlight, the quiet town of Harrisville lay in silence, enveloped by the cool embrace of a late autumn night. Most of its residents were nestled in their homes, but in a small cottage on the outskirts, a young woman named Claire was wide awake, staring at the flickering flame of a candle. Life in Harrowville had always been predictable, and for Claire, predictability was a double-edged sword. She worked at the local bakery, a job she had held since she was 16. The town loved her warm smile and the delicious pastries she crafted carefully. Lately, however, a restless feeling had taken hold of her, an itch she couldn't quite scratch. She felt like a butterfly trapped in a jar, her wings yearning to explore the world beyond the glass. As she closed the bakery one evening, Claire noticed an unfamiliar figure standing outside. It was an elderly man, his clothes weathered and eyes sharp with wisdom. He introduced himself as Mr. Hawthorne, a traveling storyteller. Intrigued by his aura of mystery, Claire invited him in for a cup of tea. As they sat by the fire, Mr. Hawthorne began sharing tales of distant lands and remarkable people, each more captivating than the last. Claire listened with wide-eyed fascination, her heart racing with excitement. "You have a gift, Claire," Mr. Hawthorne said suddenly, breaking her reverie. "But your soul is restless. It seeks change." Claire nodded slowly, feeling a lump in her throat. "I am scared of change," she admitted. "I have been here all my life. What if it's too late to start over?" Mr. Hawthorne chuckled, a sound that was both gentle and profound. "Change is never easy, but it's often necessary for growth. Sometimes, life has to shake us to awaken the courage within." The following day, as the first light of dawn touched the horizon, Claire felt different. Inspired by Mr. Hawthorne's words, she decided it was time to embrace the change she had resisted. She handed in her notice at the bakery, much to the surprise of her friends and neighbors. They tried to persuade her to stay, but Claire's mind was made up. She was ready to spread her wings. With a modest suitcase packed with essentials and a heart full of hope, Claire boarded a bus to the city. The journey was both exhilarating and terrifying. The town's bustling streets starkly contrasted with the serene lanes of Harrowville. For the first time in years, Claire felt truly alive. She found a small apartment and began searching for work. Days turned into weeks, and Claire's determination never wavered despite facing rejection and hardship. She took up odd jobs to make ends meet while honing her baking skills in her tiny kitchen. She started an online blog to share her recipes and stories, hoping to connect with people who shared her passion. Months passed, and Claire's blog began to gain traction. People loved her authentic voice and the unique twist she added to traditional recipes. She was invited to host a baking workshop, which was a huge success. Word spread, and soon she was offered a spot on a popular cooking show. Claire couldn't believe her luck. It was the opportunity she had always dreamed of. Claire felt a surge of gratitude as she stood in the studio's bright lights, ready to showcase her culinary creations. The road to this moment had been fraught with uncertainty, but every challenge had shaped her into who she was now. She realized that Mr. Hawthorne was right, that change was necessary for growth, and that sometimes it took a leap of faith to uncover one's true potential. The show was a hit, and Claire's life changed in ways she had never imagined. She opened her bakery in the city, a cozy place quickly becoming a favorite spot for locals and tourists alike. She continued to inspire others with her story, reminding them that it's never too late to embrace change and follow their dreams. Claire noticed a familiar figure standing outside as she closed her bakery one evening. Mr. Hawthorne, looking just as wise and mysterious as before, smiled at her. He said you have done well, Claire, his eyes twinkling with pride. Thank you, Claire replied, her heart swelling with gratitude. I couldn't have done it without your words of wisdom. Mr. Hawthorne nodded. Remember, change is the only constant in life. Embrace it, and it will lead you to where you are meant to be. Claire felt a deep sense of fulfillment as she watched him disappear into the night. She had transformed her life through the power of change, and she knew that whatever the future held, she was ready to face it with courage and an open heart. When we embrace change, we discover our true strengths and capabilities. Often, we underestimate ourselves until we are faced with a challenge. We tend to listen to self-doubt, which holds us back from making changes. However, confronting these worries and welcoming change allows us to push ourselves and grow. Embracing change brings about opportunities to test ourselves, leading to increased confidence and belief in our own abilities. If you struggle with self-esteem, overcoming change can be a great confidence booster. Change is inevitable for each one of us. We experience positive and negative changes in small moments throughout our day and in significant, life-altering events. Whether beneficial or harmful, enjoyable or depressing, how you face it determines its impact on you and how you use it to enrich your life or overcome it to move forward to a better life. The better you can adapt to life's circumstances by embracing change, the more successful you will be personally and professionally. Embracing the potential for change will create more opportunities than you ever imagined. From spontaneous adventures to new career paths, the possibilities are endless. When you embrace change, others notice your openness and enthusiasm, making you their top choice for new opportunities. As a result, you will discover a world of exciting possibilities to explore. Living in a comfortable environment and sticking to the same routine does not promote personal growth. Failure is where we learn our most important lessons and can set out on the path to success. Embracing change allows us to have more life experiences and learn more about others and ourselves. Ultimately, change can lead to a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Knowing that we have pushed ourselves to grow and achieve our goals, it can feel difficult to make a change. However, in the end, it's the key to living a richer life. Embrace it. Subscribe for more life-changing videos. Thank you.